Okay, let's do it. Because remember, we have to find let me scroll on the other side. We have to find, okay, we have to find the 5% block wastage. We have to find the block width size, the block length size, the block height size, the total number of blocks, the mortar thickness, the number of blocks to pressures, and then we are having on the other side the block volume, the block type of measures. So those are the parameters that we have to find based on our wall, and our wall, we had chosen wall 70. Let's find it. Let's find that wall 70 first. The wall 70 has to be under here, not that far. Okay, this wall 70. So the first thing we have to do here is to open this wall on the 3D view. Okay, click here, select in 3D. I click on 3D. Here is our wall. Here is our wall. I'm just gonna orbit a little bit to check it very well. Here is our wall, right? Here's our wall. It's a 3-meter wall. It's composed of 14 block double plastered. Just a block plastered on both sides. Okay, so what's gonna do here? We're gonna go straight to ID and property. Here is it's a WA70, right? I'm gonna click on this. So I know that it's a WA70. The structural function I told you, that's how we're gonna do it later, because I have to set the top slab and the bottom slab to find out if that wall is gonna be set above, or just at a certain level or height from the floor, because there will be a ceiling here. So all those things, those are decisions that I will make a little bit later. So our wall position is interior right. Then we know that it's composed of blocks, right? It's composed of blocks and plaster. Okay, for the moment we're gonna just have over the blocks. Okay, we're just gonna stop there working on the blocks. The plastering, we're gonna do it maybe later. For the moment, let's focus on the blocks. Find all the criteria that we have just enumerated a few minutes ago. Okay, let's go down finding blocks. We have bricks here and our blocks is here, right? We have our blocks here. So we know that our blocks, it's 190 millimeter, 140 millimeter times by 390 millimeters, right? So we have the height, we have the width, and we have the length, right? We're good to go. So this is the one that we have chosen for this wall, right? And then for the block height, we know already. We have already set up an expression. Where do we set up an expression? It's here. We went to option property managers. It's going to open. We are here block, our height. Here is the expression that I set for my block. Here is the expression. So all of them, they have expressions. All of them. You're going to see here the default. This is an undefined expression. All of them, they have an expression. So they will build based on an expression, a mathematical expression. So that is, so you have to build an expression for it to work, otherwise it can't work. So this is going to say cancel. We go back here, or we scroll down to block. So this is our block. We know already the expression because we built it for the length, for the width, for the height. We know it already. So when it comes to mortar thickness, so the mortar thickness, we're going to choose 0.02, meaning that 2 centimeter, because it's a block. So it's not a brick. Most of bricks, the mortar thickness is 1 centimeter, okay, or 1.2, 1.5. But for my project, I've chosen 2 centimeters. So then I will see how it's going to behave. Then if I have to change, then I will make the modification later on. So this is just for the sake of explanation how this thing works. So the block of volume, we made an expression that determines the block of volume. The number of blocks to pressures, there's expression for it. The 5 blocks wastage, there's an expression for it. And the total number of blocks, for this wall, it's already, there's an expression made for it. That is there. After checking that everything here on the area and the property, dialog box, it's fine. There's nothing wrong about it, and you put the right mortar thickness that you need, then you go to schedule. Okay, we're gonna click on wall schedule. Click on wall schedule. We're gonna go to scheme settings here. We're gonna see if the category that we want, that we set up, we want to see appear on our schedule are set on the scheme settings. If they're not there, we have to add them. So I click on scheme settings here. We can come here. The fields, we come on the fields because the criteria is still the same. In this field, which field are here? When I check, okay, right, we have the 5% block wastage. We have the blocks width, length, height, the total number of blocks, the mortar thickness, the number of blocks of 2 pressures, the block volume, the block type, and the measurements. So they're all here, right? Because they appear already on the schedule. Obviously, they're supposed to be here. They must be here, right? But the thing is, if one of them, I haven't tried that experience yet, but I think if one of them is not set, it might not work. But we will experiment that. Let me click OK. And I'm happy with everything here. I'm good with everything here. So the other thing is this sum symbol. If you're if we all have done mathematics, right? This symbol means sum. So you are summing up everything, all the total cost of volume, on your schedule. So I can put this sum, even let's say the number of blocks to pressures. I can put this sum by clicking in this middle. I'm gonna put it here. The total number of blocks, I'm gonna put it here. You're gonna put it, wherever you find it important and helpful. You can put it. So I've just chosen these two: the number of blocks to pressures and the number of blocks, the total number of blocks. I'm gonna put it as well on volume. So this sum is there. It's gonna make a sum up of all the volumes. But in our case, remember, we have only one wall. We are working on one wall, not all the walls, meaning that it's just going to give us the sum up of that wall alone. But if we work on others, then it's going to give us the total sum, right? So let's leave it like that. And then what's we're going to do here, we're going to click OK. Click OK. It's going to load. It's going to do the mathematical calculation quicker. And then we're gonna see our result appearing. So let's give it a little bit of time. It's still calculating. So this is ArchiCAD. This is how I optimize my work. This is how I found a way to solve difficult things earlier, so that as the project expands, I won't be scratching my head again, thinking a lot. Because at the beginning, I took that initiative to fixing all these things, so my work would just gonna flow, and in no time, I'll be able to finish with my project. Okay, remember our wall was WA70, right? Here is our WA70. Okay, I'm gonna click on it. Then I'm gonna scroll on the right. We're gonna go all the way, right? On the right. I'm gonna scroll on the right. This is gonna go, you're gonna go, you're gonna go, you're gonna go, you're gonna go. As you can see, appearing all the numbers. Everything we need for this wall, the block, the volume of block, the 5% of wastage. We have, as I look at these numbers, the 14 is the width, the width of the block. The 39 is the length of the block. The 19 is the height of the block, if I'm not mistaken. you can see this 0,02. This is 0,02 is the mortar thickness, right? Yeah, this is the mortar thickness, meaning that this is our volume. Definition. This is our volume. This is the number of block to pressures. This is the total number of block, the 22.05. The 22.05 is the total number of block to pressures. Because why am I saying that? Because remember, 21 is the 21 is the normal number of block to pressures. And if I scroll on my right side, you will find that there's 1.05. This is if I scroll up, you're gonna find out it's the 5% block wastage. Okay, meaning that the wastage of block plus now the number of block to pressures, it gives me the total number of blocks. Because if I scroll down like this, if I go all the way down, yeah, there we have 22.05. So 21 here. If I scroll up, you're gonna find out is the number of block to pressures. There we go. As you can see. There we go. So this is how you do it. This is how we do it. This is how I do it. This is how I come up with my schedule for everything. So this is just the way to do it for everything. For everything. So this is just the way to do it. So you see, it has given me the total here. You know, because remember, I activated the sum up of the number of block to pressures, the sum up of the total number of block, and the sum up of the of the block volume. This is the block volume, 0.01 cubic meter. This is the volume. So here he has given me the total here. The other thing that I do in most of cases, I go back to scheme settings. I click on add fields. So let's wait a little bit. Then I tap home story, because remember we have a lot of stories, right? Then I click home story number. No, I need just the home story. I don't need the home story number. Maybe later on. I'll click on home story. It's still loading. I'll click here. I think the home story is already loaded. Okay. Then I click on this double arrow, looking up and down. Click on it. Then I drag my home story all the way at the top here. Leave like that. Then I click OK. It's going to do a little bit of calculation once more and give us the result that we need to see. This is how powerful ArchiCAD is. This is how powerful. When you know how to use it, it gives you the result, automatically, based on the parameters, based on the data that you have inserted, based on the data that you have used for your mathematical calculations, based on numbers that I did to you. So I'm gonna scroll on the left like this. You can see they're all, you can see all of them. It's made first floor, all these walls. So ArchiCAD has automatically recognized that all these walls are set on the first floor. All of them, they're set on the first floor. You can see on your left side here, it's all written first floor. First floor, all of them, they're all, on the first floor. So it's written here home story. But the thing is, when you look at it, there's a lot of first floor, right? A lot of first floor, but though true, they're all set on the first floor. They all were modeled on the first floor. But this listing, the listing of first floor, I don't like it. So what I want to do, I'm gonna tick show headline. When I click on, when I tick show headline, check what's happened. Automatically, it summarizes all these walls located on one floor, which is the first floor. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on it. I want it to be black, not blue. So there we go. So it has confirmed all the first floor walls. Instead of each wall to be assigned to the home story, it has put all the walls under one home story. So this will be applied as well for other walls. You know, when I'll take, you know, when I'll be modeling walls for the second floor, the third floor, the fifth floor, and then until you know, the 12th floor, it will list all those walls in under one home story as it has done here. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna click on it, I'm gonna drag it a little bit up like this. Yeah, to create a little space. No, let's drag it down instantly. Drag it down like this. Create a little space, and we're gonna drag this one down a little bit for spacing, like here. And then what we're gonna do, I'm gonna drag this one down here, like here. Just creating space. Yes, a little bit more. Click here. Yeah. Okay, now we're good to go. I'm gonna click on my first floor. I'm gonna say make it bold. There's my first floor is now bold. So everything here is being summarized and set. Okay, can I click on this subtitle? I'll say please put it green for me. Automatically it becomes green. I'll click on it again. I'll say no, put it bold. Because it's a total, right? All my totals are green, including the ones that, you know, we just calculated from. Okay, so this is how you do it, right? This is how you do it. So let's say I want to find out, you know, how many. We know that there are 99, right? There are 99 walls, as you can see here. 99, but I want to find out from my schedule how many walls are here, how many are there, how many are here. I mean, I want to have a subtotal here. I want to find either here or here, you know, wherever. But I want to have a subtotal either here or here. So how I'm going to do it, I'm going to go back to scheme settings, and then I'll come all the way. Let's say, okay, I'm going to choose element ID, right? Element ID here, I'm going to have all over here. I will click here. I'll click once to bring up the sum, and I click second time to bring a sum plus a 1. This will set a subtotal of the number of walls that I've used now for the first floor. By doing this, I will click OK. It will do start counting how many are there. We start counting how many are there, then it will give me the result. I give the little some time. Still calculating. Yeah, this is the power of ArchiCAD. So this is the power of ArchiCAD. This is how I take advantage of ArchiCAD. So it came up with 279 walls. That's it. It came up with 279 walls. So this is our project. So the other thing I'm gonna do here, I'll go back to scheme. So the thing is, I'm gonna go to home story. I'll come and click on this flag here. The main goal of this, you know, what this does is that everything that is under the same name, let's say for instance, if I'm doing a zone calculation, right? In the zone we have a lot of balconies, right? And if let's say I have 2 to 3 balconies named, which means like a balcony 3 times, you know, on the first floor. So by clicking on this, it's going to summarize the 3 balcony under one name called balcony. You see, instead of having the 3, it will make it 1. So I'm gonna click on it by saying OK. it will start doing the calculations. Start doing the calculations, start calculating to find out how many are there, and then we will be able to see things happening differently. So this is how I take advantage of ArchiCAD. This is how software works for me. This is how I realize it. So yeah, meaning that we do not have, there is nothing here. There's definitely nothing. So it has found nothing to come up with. There's nothing, because why is there nothing? It's because we are only on one floor, right? There's only the first floor. We are working only on one floor. You see that when we will be working on the second, third or fourth floor, the schedule will completely change. You will see it, but because we are only basing this video on one floor, that's why things are setting up the way they are. But as we'll be working on it, you will be going through it, you will start seeing changes happening and things being completely different. So this is how I take advantage of ArchiCAD. This is how I take advantage of ArchiCAD to do my work, to help me improve, customize, change, modify, come up with new ideas, based on my schedule, based on my modeling. So ArchiCAD to me will remain one of the best tools that's really has impacted my work, and then the quality of my work, from start to finish, even at the project submission. So this is how I do it. Thank you so much for spending time with us. I know it has been a long journey now, this first episode, but I'm definitely sure that it was worthy. I definitely believe now it was worthy spending time with me. So what's gonna happen? You might see it appear like this, because in days to come everything's gonna be changed. So I will be working on it. I will be working on. I've been doing a lot of modifications here. So next time I open my schedule, don't be afraid, or do not wonder seeing different things. So do not wonder, because as much as I'll be working on it, things will start changing. Thank you so much. Thank you, for your time, for your consideration. Thank you, for being with us, all along from the starting of this episode until the end of it. So if you need anything, you want to make a comment, you want to ask for anything, just feel free, comment below, put your comment below, and I'll definitely gonna come back to you and with a answer that will be ideal to your question. And I hope that answer will definitely give you, what you were looking for. So feel free to comment below, feel free to like, feel free to share with your friends, wherever you may be. For today, we stop here. Next time we will continue. We take another topic always based on this project.